Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Today we'll be continuing the nursing school series, and I just really wanted to tell you guys what you do after nursing school, because there really is a gap between nursing school and also working. So I want to, clear that area of wonder and tell you guys what you can do. It's what I did, it worked for me, and I really don't think it's a bad strategy. So let's get into the video. After nursing school, you graduate and you did your span of duty exam, right? Now you're preparing for your RENR exam, which is the regional examination for nursing registration. So this is the exam that gives you your nursing license, okay guys? So let me tell you about this exam. This exam is a multiple choice exam, paper 1, paper 2, kind of like how CXC paper 1 is done. And you literally, to explain the exam is so much, but really and truly on the paper you can get a question and all the answers seem correct, but there's only one right answer, so you need to choose the more correct answer. You'll get it when you get there. So this exam is normally done October, and the results come out about January the following year, February the following year, and then you have it being done again in April if you fail, or let's say you couldn't find the money to pay for the exam to do it in October. So you can also do it in April, and the results will come out around June, July. Speaking of not being able to afford to do the exam, the cost to do the exam is 15,000 Jamaican dollars and 100 US dollars. The 100 US dollars is for the Caribbean Examination Council, CXC. They mark the exam papers, so you have to pay them 100 US dollars because they have to ship it off and then send it back. This is to ensure that you can't say, oh,
you passed because your mother marked the paper, I should work on you take, I should you with blah blah blah.
Right? So they just let an external body mark the paper, and the $15,000 is for registration. So that's the cost to do the exam. Passing the exam, no, it is marked on a curve, meaning they put together all the person's scores and then they average it off, and then the average score is a pass mark. Basically, if I'm not explaining it right, you can Google it, but it's marked on a curve in the same way that CXC exam, CSEC and CAPE is marked, because it's nursing council doing it, so they will have their scale. No, I can't give you tips on passing the RENR exam because everybody studies differently, but whatever method you had to study for any multiple choice nursing exam in nursing school, I would strongly recommend you do the same thing when studying for RENR. Read broadly, just read. And if you have less than a month to prepare for the exam, it does not make sense to take up the big textbook. You may need like a summary, and you need to be practicing papers. Past papers are available from past students. Your school might give you some. You might have persons who do RENR classes externally. I know lots of persons do, but at the end of the day, you still have to put in your individual work. Read. And a good tip is any NCLEX book, that's a nursing licensing exam for the US. Any NCLEX book you can find, you should use that. Honestly, I think I use the Saunders Comprehensive Nursing Book. It's available on PDF drive. Yeah, if you don't know what I'm talking about, see, I believe it's episode 2 where I give you tips on how to study. Trust me, it goes for RENR also, so visit that video for that tip. Let's say you did your span of duty, you passed. Then you did your RENR exam, you found out you passed. You get this package that tells you to pay X, Y, and Z amount of money to nursing council at Scotiabank, or do a online transfer to get your physical license. Now, I would show you what my license looks like, but it's private information. I don't want anybody to see my identity. Just saying. But you have your picture and everything. Is literally just like a driver's license. So that's your nursing license. You get the nursing pin.
I haven't collected mine yet. Wow, it's been I should go collect it.
As I said before, you will get that package with everything, instructions as to what you need to do. Now let us go back. Let's backtrack a little bit, okay? let's say you did your RENR exam in October. The day after you do your exam, I believe most times it's a Thursday, or even before you did the exam. So let me tell you what I did. So my friend and I, big up yourself, Ali, right? We did our resumes, right? And we printed them with multiple institutions, it being addressed to, and also on the envelopes, and we started sending out our resumes. So I'm gonna give you a list of places that we apply to and places you can apply to. So you have the Heart Institute of Jamaica, Chest Hospital, Kingston Public Hospital, KPH, University Hospital of the West Indies, UWI, Bustamante Children's Hospital, Hope Institute, Nuttall Hospital, Sir John Golding Rehabilitation Center, Bellevue Hospital, Health Centers, Andrews Memorial Hospital, Medical Associates Hospital, both private and public institutions. We applied to them. We got calls before RENR, we got calls after RENR, even after getting the results of the exam we got calls. But for the most part, we did many interviews, and all they asked is that as soon as we got our license, we should give them a call, basically like, you got the job, we just want to see your license. So as soon as you pass the exam, you have a job here. So we had options.
But I don't know where I wanted to work.
But you know, you can't put all your eggs in one basket. No, the interview process was okay. They ask you 1 and 2 nursing questions. They ask you plans for the future, and also a common question that they ask is if you have plans to migrate, because most nurses, after they get their nursing license, they start working. They work for a year, sign up with an agency, and they're gone. So these institutions need to know if you will be one of the nurses that will be leaving as soon as they can, or you're someone who wants to stay in Jamaica or work here for a period of time. Now, this may affect the hiring process, I don't know, but as I always say, be honest. If they need you, they need you, and you can't go anywhere God never place you. Right. So here are some tips for when you're doing your interview. Ensure that you speak up. If a question is asked, answer it clearly and so that the person can understand. Think before you talk, definitely, because sometimes we tend to ramble, but in an interview you want to be as straight and direct as possible. Be honest. Don't tell any lie on yourself. Don't pretend that you know something when you don't know, because sometimes you think that they're gonna crucify you for it. They don't. They really don't. To be honest, my interview process, except the last one, was very easygoing. You know, they made me feel comfortable. I felt comfortable, but you know, I never lost my focus, because sometimes they make you get really comfortable and relaxed to see if when you're speaking to someone who is warm and relaxing, if you're going to lose your professionalism and speak patois or something. So be careful. It could be a tactic, but it could also be them just trying to lighten the whole interview process, because it can be very tense. Another thing I would suggest, and it's just a regular thing, but my stepdad gave me this tip many years ago. If at the end of an interview, normally they ask if you have any questions. Now, I know majority of us say, no, I don't have any questions, but this is just a simple question you can ask, and trust me, I won over a lot of interviews just by this question. What are your expectations of me? That's all. And most times, and I'm gonna be very honest, most times when you ask that question, they're like, wow, it's either they're shocked that you asked, it's either they don't know what to answer because they're really expected to say no. So it really does leave an impression. And remember to dress professional. If you're a woman, and I'm not saying come out of your comfort zone, but if you wear heels to your interview. I remember when I was doing my interview to enter nursing school at UTech. Yes, you have to interview to enter nursing school. When I was doing my interview, I turned up in heels, because normally if I'm working and I'm in an office attire, I will wear heels. I don't wear flats. The interviewers were actually really impressed. They even said to me, you know, you are the first person so far that we have interviewed that came here in heels. And I said, really? I said, they really like that about me. Guys, that's what I said, just be yourself. That's just me being me. Like, it had nothing to do with anybody. That was just me being me and my beliefs, and you stand out naturally. Anyway, so guys, thank you for tuning in. This is a really short video because I realize others are really long, so I just want to give them to you bits by bits. So stay tuned for next week, where I'm gonna give you the drop on being a registered nurse in Jamaica and my experience thus far. So remember to subscribe, like this video, and see you next week Monday. Bye. Oh yeah guys, I totally forgot to tell you that I will be having a giveaway at the end of the nursing school series to a nursing student or someone who just passed on nursing school or just started. Doesn't matter the year, there will be a way to apply. I will tell you all the details, and I'm pretty sure you'll really love it because trust me, you're going to like what I'm giving you because you so understand. Alright guys, so stay tuned to the end of this series, watch all the videos, ensure you like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you at the end. Bye.